It's Fate time! Hello and welcome to another figure review. Today we're gonna have a look at the pop-up parade Nero Claudius from Fate Grand Order or any kind of Fate media. That's just the logo that's on it. So, I'm a big fan of Nero. If you've been on the channel, you know that. It's my favorite Saber by far. I love the design, the royal land, and a bunch of fan service. She has a butt window and like the see-through dress part. It just looks cool, and I'm a big fan. I can't lie. And I also picked this one up locally at Anime Focal was the name of the convention, where I also got the Hololive booster box. So, without further ado, let's have a look at Nero Claudius. This is beautiful. Overall size of the figure, she stands at about almost 90 centimeters to the back of her head, which means we are going up to 7.4 inches tall. Size comparisons. Here's Jalter, Figma, Naka, Michelangelo, the SH Figure Arts, Krillin, Pop-Up Parade, Korone, Yubi, and Darkseid. Overall, for your look in detail, I want to start off with the face sculpt because, you know, this is one of the most important aspects. This face doesn't look right. I feel like the rest of the figure already is off to a bad start. And the face does look right because you have the style of Nero. They beautiful big green eyes with a bunch of detail in there. She has her own design and her own charm to it, and I really brought that to life with this figure. It's printed on there and it looks clean for the hair sculpt. It is a little bit wavy to the side, and I feel like there's a little bit of shading in it, as you can tell on the tips and like the upper part there. Not really that much, and sometimes not really that noticeable. It's more like under the camera. So then we go around for more detail in there, and it's really detailed because sometimes these hair sculpts, they can look a little bit muddy, but for this one, as you can tell, everything is in there, and it's nice to look at. Then you have a ribbon in the back, which has soft plastic. And speaking of back, she's bringing sexy back, that's for sure. The line work is good for the most part. We do have some bleeding here and there, like the buttons over there, which, yeah, it seems like they molded that on, and then they tried to paint over it, and the result is not good, unfortunately. Moving to the front, we got boobs. There's the fan service. They're actually very nicely done. I like the shape of it and how they stand out. And I do sound like a huge perv right now, but I don't care. I'm a man of culture and I like what I like, and it's boobs. Anyway, shoulder pads. Those seem to be a little bit too... I talked about muddy molds for hair sculpt sometimes, and when these kind of just overlap and there's not really any line work on it, so it still looks good. I might be nitpicking a little bit, but regardless of that, I'm just pointing that out for you guys to know if you want to look at these things. And then you have the see-through plastic, which could be a little bit more see-through, I guess. It looks alright, but especially in the front, I like it more see-through. But here, it's fine. You have the line work on there, which, oof, what happened over there? What is this? That's no good. So, as you can tell, it's quality control issues. Sometimes they will look better than other times, and for the most part it does. It's alright. I know I already said that, and I'm not trying to cover up here, because, I mean, I'm showing you the imperfections. And if you think it doesn't look alright, that's fine. What doesn't actually look alright is like the white over here, and it's like a more smaller detail, but it just kind of stands out a little bit more to me, because it's obviously not clean, and because it's white, you're more drawn to it, you know. So it's not clean, it doesn't cover it up oh so well, so that's a bit of an issue. And back to the butt window, actually. Also could be a little bit lower. I mean, you do see the butt, but you don't see the ponzu that much. Well, if you peek down, but actually, if you want to have a real look at the ponzu, it's ponzu time! I almost didn't get her off the base, and this one looks actually nice and detailed, very cleanly done, and it's a low ponzu. As you can tell, it doesn't cover up all the ass, because it's Nero. But yeah, here we got another peek from this side, and I know I'm perving a little bit in this review, probably more than usual, but what am I supposed to say? If you're not used to it, that's what we do over here. Then we have the see-through plastic. As I mentioned, I would have liked it to be a little bit more see-through, just to see the nice detail under there. Like, not just the ponzu, but actually The legs are finally molded. Okay, we got the gold shoes, the gold armored shoes, and the see-through red base goes with the character, goes with the theme of royal red. Final thoughts, because obviously it's a statue, we don't have articulation and accessories, she also doesn't have any of that. And on the topic of accessories, I feel like she should have come with a sword. That would have been cool, just like optional, put a little sword on it, make like one of her hands a gripping hand so you can hold it. But they didn't do that, so why even cry about it? I don't know, just an idea. So overall, thoughts on this figure. It looks great. It does have its flaws in the paint. Usually those are not as easy to spot if you're just looking at the figure. My job is kind of to search for these things, so that's why I'm showing it to you. But overall, still, I feel like it's a good entry in the pop-up parade line, and I'm saying that because like there's better Nero Claudius figures, the statues, but they're also more expensive. So it does the job for the pop-up parades because like they're a lot more budget-friendly and still delivering great figures. And I have to debate, like some people are like, they're still overpriced. You know, the thing is this, when you compare it to something like Ban Presto or whatever, you know, Ban Presto is cheaper, but also the molds aren't as clean, like as I was saying, for like muddy hair molds, and like not all the time. And I know I'm sounding like a apologetic Goodsmile fanboy, and I'm not. I'm just looking at this and I feel like it's better quality plastic and better quality molds. And paint, you know, that can vary from figure to figure, and that's just my opinion. That's just my thoughts on it. You can agree or disagree with it in the comments down below. Please engage with the video. YouTube likes that, and so do I. So that's gonna do it. Do I recommend this? Yes, I think it's a good looking Nero Claudius if you're a fan of the character and if you just want a nice waifu. That's gonna do it, guys. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this review, hit it up with a like and subscribe to the channel so you can stay tuned for figure reviews, card game stuff, and whatever Nero Claudius wants.